I'm Dani Walker. I'm a pageant coach and judge. Today I'm sharing with you 5 huge mistakes that new pageant contestants make. If you want to see more content just like this and learn lots of great tips and tricks for your next pageant, then make sure that you subscribe and also hit the notifications bell so that you know when new episodes come out. And if you're on Instagram, make sure that you follow me there. I share extra advice, and also I love connecting with you and hearing about your pageant journey, so please keep me updated there. The first mistake is wardrobe. I see so many contestants that wear some pretty crazy outfits that either aren't appropriate for their pageant system or their age division. And really the only thing that you have to do to sort of figure it out or get a good idea of what works for your pageant system is by checking out their social media, their website, or any of the contestant information that they give to you. So if you're not sure what to wear, take a look at what the past several winners wore. Usually you can find that, like I said, on social media. So you don't want to be confused and unsure about what does well in your pageant system, and a great way to avoid that is just by doing a little bit of homework. If you're still really lost and confused about your evening gown for your pageant system, then you can download my free gown guide, and this is filled with lots of tips. This is actually the list that I use when I search for my client's wardrobe. I want to make sure that their gown is going to meet each one of these standards for their competition, and that's just linked in the description below. Totally free, so take advantage of that. One huge mistake that I was very guilty of when I first started competing was focusing on the other contestants. Ladies, pageantry is a journey of personal growth. Yes, it's awesome. There's great prize packages, there's crowns and banners and all these really cool things that you get to do, but you are really missing out if you're solely focused on the competition. You should be worried about yourself, being present during your pageant week or weekend, having a really good time, building genuine relationships. If you're not doing these things, then you're missing out on the biggest benefits that pageantry has to offer to you. I want you to remember the odds are against you when you compete at a pageant. It's 1 out of however many contestants. That is your chance of winning that pageant. So don't miss out on all the great opportunities and everything that's around you. And if that's starting to sink in, and if you're starting to take that away from watching this channel, then please comment growth down below. And while you're at it, just take a screenshot of this episode, post it to your Instagram stories, tag me and hashtag me at Dani Walker so that I can find it and repost it, and let me know what your favorite parts are about this episode, because I love hearing from you. The next one that I was also very guilty of for a very long time, from my junior teen age division all the way through the Miss division, was really messy hair and makeup, and also hair and makeup that just wasn't best suited for me or best for my particular competition or age division. That's something that took me quite a while to realize, and it's really important because you could have beautiful wardrobe, but if your hair and makeup is really off, it's going to affect your overall look. So if you want to get started on the right foot, either hire a hair and makeup artist if you're allowed to use one at your pageant, or preferably take a hair and makeup lesson from a pageant hair and makeup artist. And I say a pageant hair and makeup artist, not just any hair and makeup artist, because pageant hair and makeup for stage or up close for interview is not the same thing as wedding hair and makeup, or something that you would wear out to your friend's birthday party. You want to make sure that you have a really great soft glam look that's really going to bring out your features, and there's a really different approach to that. So make sure, pageant hair and makeup artist. The next really big mistake is to only be focused on winning. I totally get it. I wanted to win my state title so badly. That's why I stuck around and I held on to that dream until year 7 when I accomplished that goal. I get it. Give me a thumbs up if you too want to win, right? We all want to win, and that's one of our goals. But I really hope that winning is not the only goal that you have for pageant weekend. I hope that you're really there for sincere reasons to build your confidence and to gain life skills, and if you were to win, to make an impact within your community and get closer to your bigger goals and dreams. That is what you should be thinking about and focused on in a pageant, not just winning, because there's so many other benefits to pageants, and if you're just worried about winning, then you're going to be missing out on so much. That's something I learned over the years. When I won my titles, it was always that year where I felt most myself, most authentic, most relaxed. Things just really worked because of the preparation that I had put into it, but also because I decided to love myself and I was at peace with whatever the results were, because I knew that I didn't need a crown and a sash to validate my worth. And that's something that every new contestant needs to learn somewhere along her journey, and it's something that I hope that you really take away from your pageant experience. The last huge mistake I'm going to talk about today is not practicing for your interview. This can go wrong in so many different ways. Either a pageant interview is equally weighted in terms of scoring with the other areas of competition, or usually it comprises the biggest chunk of your overall score. And also, it's a huge influencer for the judges. So you really need to be focused on nailing that pageant interview. I see this go wrong in so many different ways. Sometimes contestants aren't practicing enough, and other times contestants, they are practicing, but they're practicing in the wrong way. I'll never forget when I was working as a staff member at a pageant, and I went to use the restroom, and I heard a mom and her daughter going over common interview questions and answers. And the mom would ask the question, and then the daughter was giving this really rehearsed response every single time. And then her mom kept reaffirming that and just saying, yes, great, awesome. But that is not your most authentic self. That's not how we engage in our everyday normal conversation, and it's not how you would be as a title holder. So sounding really rehearsed is a big red flag to judges, because they're not getting to know the real you. And if they don't know the real you, then they really can't pick you and trust you with the title, because the only thing they've seen is you saying these rehearsed answers. They need to see how you are actually going to handle situations as a title holder when you don't have time to rehearse your answers. And you won't, ladies. You do not have time to rehearse what you're going to say in conversation to people for every single appearance. There's no way you could possibly do that. So it really hurts you when you're sharing these rehearsed answers and it's not likable, it's not relatable, which is ironically what a lot of contestants tell me in their interview that they want to be, or it's why I should pick them as the next queen, is because they're relatable. They're the everyday girl, and that's not true. That's not the everyday girl. She's not at home practicing every single thing that she's gonna say in conversation with people. Instead, she's focused on getting to know herself, her likes, her dislikes, her talents, her goals, and she's able to clearly communicate with anyone that she meets, not only judges, what those things are, and to confidently interact with them. That is the type of relatable contestant that judges are looking for. Whether you're preparing for your first pageant or your 20th pageant, I hope that these tips were able to shine some light on the direction that you should be going in as you prepare for your next competition. And I hope that you also just enjoyed this episode. I really enjoy making them for you. If you have any episode requests and there's something that you want to see on my channel, please leave that in the comments below, because that's where the inspiration for so many of my episodes is coming from. It's coming from you. So I definitely want to hear from you. And before you leave, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notifications bell, and also follow me on social media at Dani Walker so we can stay connected and you can keep hearing about all these awesome pageant prep tips.